Yo, good evening, After Dark visitors, and welcome. How are you all doing right now? That's pretty good. I understand, a little tepid. You've been waiting, so I forgive you for that. But welcome to After Dark. My name is Sam. I'm one of the producers who puts on these events week in, week out, along with an incredible group of colleagues. Thanks so much for joining us for After Dark Vitality with our very special presentation of the Gold Beams Social Club right here in the Canbar Forum. Yeah. Just out of curiosity, for how many of you is this your first visit to the Exploratorium or After Dark? Wow, give yourself a high five. We love seeing new people here. It's a lot of fun to explore the entire floor and check out the programs we do. At the Exploratorium, if you don't know, our kind of mission is to get people to look around and become aware of the world that they inhabit, through the lenses of science, art, human perception. And for part of that, in terms of noticing where we are, is noticing how we got here. So part of what we do when we open up After Dark is remind ourselves that where we're situated on the San Francisco shoreline is traditional Ramaytush Ohlone territory. And we wouldn't all be here without the stewardship and caretaking of the Ramaytush Ohlone for thousands of years. And we like to make sure that we're in right relationship to continue that stewardship and the landscape. So thank you all for being here, and thank you all for everything that got you here tonight. This is a highlight of my year. 2 years ago, we got in contact with Taylor Crenshaw, the founder of Gold Beams. Yes, some of you may know her. um, and we got in conversation and really put our heads together to figure out what would be a perfect fit for the Exploratorium. And through Taylor's brilliance, we came up with this formula. Let's serve alcohol. Okay, check. Let's bring the talent that you are connected with through Gold Beams, through your open mic nights, through all the events you produce, and let's put an Exploratorium spin on it. So at the Gold Beam Social Club, we ask you, well, the question is posed, what happens when an artist, scientist, and wild card walk into a room? Well, you're going to find out tonight. We have three incredible performers here, and with Taylor as the MC, and an incredible night for you to watch people shine here on stage. Um, because again, in this museum, we recognize that there's not one way to experience the world, that it kind of takes not only our own subjective experiences, but being able to reflect on the experiences of others. So the kind of raw talent and skill that you're going to see on stage tonight with our three presenters hopefully will ignite some of your curiosity and spark some questions for you to ask them as well. And you'll have a chance to do so in the conversation following the performances. The theme tonight is vitality, because hey, it's spring. Let's give a round of applause for No Rain for just 1 second. I think we got a few more hours. So we're feeling good. It's spring. Time to come out. We have a new exhibition in Gallery 4 called Plantasticas, where we're looking at plants in our lives, in our communities' lives, how they are not only the cellular components and what makes a plant, but how we relate to them. So I encourage you to check that out afterwards as well. And that brings us to the theme for Gold Beam Social Club as well. It's hard to kill. You cannot suppress all this talent that's out here on stage tonight. So I'm really thrilled, and I will shortly cede the floor to Taylor to bring on the real entertainment. I have the privilege of being the least interesting person on stage tonight. But just a few house reminders for you. You've noticed, many of you have found the bar. It's over there. It's operating. Just as a note, would recommend that you use it in between the acts. There will be pauses, time for you to get up and go, but while the artist's on stage performing, if you can give them your attention, that'd be great. On that note, if you have anything, devices that are going to make sound or noise or be a distraction to the performers or anyone around you, you can consider turning those off right now. And if you need to use the restroom, the closest restroom is going to be in our lobby outside these doors on the other wall. So again, if you need to go and do that. The show is going to be about 75 minutes, and we're going to have a really great conversation on stage, moderated by Goldbeam's co-director. Is that your title? Co-owner, Chris. Yeah, Kirsten Chesterfield. So there'll be some breaks in between, but really glad that you're all going to have a fun night tonight, and we encourage you to check out the floor afterwards. We have DJ Jada in Gallery 3. With a dance floor over there, and hope to see you again soon too. If this is your first time at After Dark, I want to let you know that we do have a membership program that gets you in for a year of After Darks, and it only costs the admission of 2.3 After Darks. So if you got your ticket, you can apply that for a whole year's worth of admission and come back and see us again. But I hope you have a great time. Taylor will be on shortly. First, we're going to see a little sizzle reel of gold beams, and you'll learn a bit more, and then give a hearty applause to Taylor when she comes on stage. Thank you so much.
The experience today at Second Mondays, it was hella love. It was like everybody came in passionate about what they do, and it's like I'm sitting here thinking like I was mad nervous at first, but it's like when you see people like getting up there, and even if they messing up, even if they not feeling it in that moment, they start overthinking it. Like they still doing it, so that kind of made me feel like more comfortable when I got up. That it was like more like, all right, people not here to judge me, they here to listen to me. You know what I'm saying? So let me show them what I am.
You can shake your ass or you can network. If you got a business, this the place to be a vendor. This that black woman led shit. This that black girl magic. Go, go, beams. Go, go, beams. Go, go, beams. Go, go.
I'm in my bag. I'm in my selfie. Shoes is New Balance, though. What's up, everybody? My name is Taylor, and you are now at the Go Beam Social Club. Y'all look so beautiful. Now, listen. Every time that you guys hear Go Beam Social Club, I want you guys to say it back, okay? Throughout the show, right? Okay, let's practice. Me. Tech, we good? Camera good? Go Beam Social Club. I said Go Beam Social Club. I said Go Beam Social Club. I know that's right. I want to give a huge, heartfelt thank you to our co-producer, Sam. Everybody, round of applause for Sam. This is a huge deal for my business partner, Kirsten, and I, co-owner of Gold Beams. And don't worry, you'll get to hear more from her during the performance. Now, Gold Beams has two missions. The first is to support Black creatives making careers in their art. Yeah, I know, right. I like that too, obviously. I always say, if you like to draw, so do the animators of Frozen. And now I know there's been a ton of Disney movies since. Maybe I should. I don't know. Is Frozen old enough to tell my age yet? I don't know. Yes or no? Our first mission is important because we want to support people as they live their wildest dreams. Yeah, you can round of applause. I'll wait. We want to support people as they do what they've been put on this planet to do. So many of us are unhappy, are depressed, are anxious, and that's because we're not doing the things that come natural to us. We are not doing the things that we love, and you know what? Go Beams is here to change all of that shit. Go Beam Social Club. Go Beam Social Club. Go Beam Social Club. So tonight, you are going to be serenaded by our artist, Honest, by our scientist, Ralph Washington Jr. He is an entomologist, and let me tell you something. That's the study of bugs, and there are more than just people in the green room, I gotta tell you. We got some real special guests. They got multiple legs. And we also are going to finish our performance part of the show with our Vogue star, Sir Jock. Yeah. Can I get a jogging on them haters, man? Now listen, if the Frozen line did not tell my age, that one definitely did. Soldier Boy's voice. Okay, I won't hold you. So without further ado, I would like to introduce you to our first act, our artist, Honest.
Can I get a yee? Nah. Can I get a yee? Let's go. Origin, the local coordinates that you can't order in. If you invite your innocence, ill intent will arise because these poor immigrants need more resources than Philippines. I'm in agreement that you peons are eons from where I be. Hip hop was dead, my nigga. I'm the new IV. Hook, line, and sinker, the highest degree. Like I graduated, top of my class, summa cum laude. Hey, fuck that, I play RPGs. My brothers running the field so much, probably got CTE. I'm aiming for the top, TDE. The greatest that ever did it. Came from Oakland, well, TBD. That's dope shit. Dope shit. Uptown soul shit. Focus. Shit you roll with. I'm on the road, bitch. Hey, can I get some volume? Can I beat up? Hey, hey. It's your doom when you enter, homie. You remember this dojo was created to mental with pencil. Funny, I was led to use lead, but instead I use lead to lead your ass from the brink of death. This ain't nothing new. We was spitting since the age of 2. Might spin poison, but as we grew, stopped acting like animals. Now we hit them with the politics. Nothing's changed. Venom's moved to the pen. Now meet the infant, going light of incense. I give you a rack if you spaz. That's incentive. I put the land on. Don't ask what my intent is. The apple that fell close to the tree. Apostles code, I'm a descendant of he. You name your top 3, don't mention me. I know you got no taste. You got COVID-19. I'm from the land of the slang. Who slang all cars. Everyone in my section been had bars. This the life of a nigga who could have been a statistic. Trapped, sitting in the cell, waiting on mama's visits. Funerals in the tears, but it was rewritten by dreams of a boy who saw the shit much different. I saw the road. Hood niggas was feeling protocol of the streets, how it affected our children. I saw raided houses with no suspected villains. Niggas went to college, came home, treated us different. Elitism, niggas treated us ignorant. Maybe we was, now I disregard your opinion. We saw religion judge more niggas than court. We saw niggas sleep niggas for sport. But of course, with you around, you are destined to become. So surround yourself with some fun. The plight of the ghetto was for my pain to end. Couldn't discover that until I picked up the pen. Can I get a yeah? Nah. Can I get a yeah? That's what I'm fucking talking about. My name is Honest in Tinland. Oh man, we here. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of Taylor. That's my homie for real. Make some noise for Taylor and the Gold Beams team. Make some noise for the Exploratorium and their wonderful staff. Everybody's been so accommodating. And most importantly, the people that we couldn't do this without, make some noise for yourself. Thank you. So tonight, I'm here to tell you about a story. A story about a boy in his pen. That first track was called A Boy. It's talking about the trials and tribulations that I've witnessed growing up in Oakland, California. Y'all know where Oakland at? How many of y'all live in Oakland? How many of y'all live in East Bay? How many of y'all live in Marin? Hey, I'm about to come talk to you after this. I need some funding. You know I'm going to do it. You know I'm going to do it. If that first song was about the macro, about how the individual grows up inside of a society that shapes his opinions, his views, his perspectives, this next song is going to tell you about the micro, how that person deals with all that trauma, how the person deals with all that stress. Because most importantly, what I believe that you can't kill our art, you can't kill our dreams, you can't kill our resilience. Can I tell you all a little bit about a boy in his pen? Can you play the next one? We'll keep it real personal. Hey, true shit. I wrote this song when I was sleeping in my car. Yeah, it's like
Life goes on, then falls. You gotta be yourself through it all.
hold your head high, be brave. My nigga, my nigga. Hey. Real stuff. When I was feeling bad, I had to write something to make me believe in myself again. Can y'all listen to his pen? That's what I hear my parents say to me. The ones who slaved to make a way for me. Endured minimum wage for me. Thinking about making them proud, that's the weight on me. So what I care about people who couldn't wait for me. 2 a.m, who's awake for me? It's a lot to be learned. If I'm gonna make it out this time, even in my darkest moments, someone saw shine. Jumping off the porch, right into the deep end. Ain't know how to swim, so every wave made me feel like I was tweaking. Now haunted by ghosts, anxieties in our cement. So every step creates paranoia. My day begins by checking texts, hoping I don't lose a friend. Hope it ain't another person that I never see again. Hope it ain't another person that turned into my wind. Another person up above guiding me to win. And so send me all the strength I used to conquer all my vices. I used to be so envious of white kids. Why they neighborhoods nothing like this? I didn't appreciate where I sit as I grew through the college system on the search for what's been missing. Them Henny shots became addicting. So far, the worst times I ever had in my life came from when I tried to fit in.
None of them I barely care about now. My solitude help me figure that out.
This is a message from a boy. Can I tell y'all my soberest thoughts real fast? Make some noise for yourself. Pen holds the world's anger. His pen writes the void danger. It's a lot of pent-up aggression that comes with stress. We up all night trying to be up next. I want to give it up sometimes, I must confess. My insecurities be working a double shift. They tell me I'm not Billy, I'd never get a Grammy. And since I'm a nigga, they'll never understand me. I have to realize I write songs for people that can use the black kid at PWI, uncomfortable, the single parent who don't know where they getting food for black lives, including LGBTQ, the dark-skinned queen who feel invisible. I put this on my daddy, I see all of you. You thinking I'm a rapper? This is all for signs. I'm focused on your shine. Look, all the times I remember strolling through the hood. Ghost of the fallen reminded me, it ain't good. Crack from dealers with no regard for the harm. Justified by dollars and Rolex adorned arms. Partly I'm to blame. I looked up to these niggas. I gave bad advice trying to sound like these niggas. The love I wanted, I never found in these niggas. Now don't look at me, I'm not around all these niggas. My little cousin, he got caught domestic beating. So safe to say, we ain't speaking. You disrespect a woman? Can't speak to me. You can't hit my word, my dap, or hit my weed. That shit is out. Can't believe y'all even fuck with us. You dark-skinned queens who placing your trust in us. I appreciate your strength. You're the ink to my pen. I love your 4C, your mind, and your black skin. I depended on more than myself to get this far. I was 18 at ciphers in front of bars at the boom boom, learning first thing about rhyming, about this industry and exactly how we can climb it. Eventually, had to depart to a different climate. I lost my spirit after dad died. I had to find it in my car. Rita never looked at me like I was poor. She the one that I can take this shit on tour, Sam. Yeah. Y'all feel me? I just need y'all to bounce with me. Bounce. 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 Hands up.
Life goes up, then falls.
That's true.
You gotta be yourself through it all.
Hold your hands in the sky, though.
Be brave. You better.
You better. So, thank y'all, bro. That's like my most personal song I wrote. Like I dead ass was chasing my dream, putting all I had into like trying to get right here. You know what I mean? So this is big for me. Thank y'all for sharing this historic moment in my career. I know we all bound for greatness and we got a lot of future to worry about, but I appreciate y'all sharing y'all moment, y'all right now with me. That's a present for me. That's a gift. Thank y'all so fucking much. I appreciate you. You know what I mean? That second song was called His Pen. To continue the story, like after the boy goes through the hood and have to battle all these people and their expectations and their perspectives. When you make your decisions that you make, you always have a moment in your day and your life when you have to come home and you have to look in the mirror and you have to face your own decisions. Right? Right? How many of us get drunk? How many of us get high? Me too. Meet me after this. Let's go. I'm ready to get high. This is too real. This is too real for me. Just playing. But in that moment, that's when the real come out. We hard to kill. No matter how many mistakes we make, no how many people judge us, I believe in you. I want you to believe in yourself. And I hope before the night is over, we can share that kind of accountability with each other. So when I see you and I hold you accountable to loving yourself, you hold me accountable too. Right? I'm talking to you, my brother. You. Yeah. So this last one is for all the dreamers. If you got dream, you got ambition, you got things that you still aiming for to hit, put your hands in the air. This for y'all. Hey, play that last one, please. It's hard for show. I'll teach you how. You're never alone if I'm still around through all mistakes. I promise I'll love you loud. You're a star. Remember that when you hear the sound. Sometimes I be feeling hard here. Let's go.
From the bottom of the barrel, can't lose my heart here.
My heart is a tree, my bark is covered by soot. Leaves absorb pain, in turn bears these books. All I want is my branches to be unshook. But if I aim too high, would I still feel my roots? Sometimes I'm not confident how I look. The other times I'm the shit, master crook. Numb myself to my insecurities once again. You are now listening to the boy in his pen.
If niggas are from Jupiter,
yeah. I want you to feel that. If you feel me, keep your hands up in the air. Hey.
The power always in the skin. My nigga, we are stars. My nigga, we are stars.
Hey, hands, bounce, 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 bounce. Hey. Flexing up in the mirror, getting a little clearer. Who are you to yourself? GAF. About them niggas, fuck their schools, fuck the rules, fuck the trauma they've been given, fuck the roles, fuck their nose, and of course fuck their opinions. I learned if you can't think it, it's never real. Trauma can be your Achilles if you never heal. Heal my nigga, believe that's what you gotta do. Your dreams ain't in the sky, they inside of you. Don't die for me, live for me like Aubrey, give life with your speech. Focus on your steps, your breath, and what you breathe. Focus in the mountains and only see the peak. Hey, it's hard for show. I'll teach you how. You're never alone if I'm still around. Through all mistakes, I promise I'll love you loud. You're a star. Remember that when you hear this sound.
If niggas are from Jupiter,
Hey, This side right here, I want you to say, I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. Hey, I forget about y'all. To this side, I want you to say, I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. No matter what they say about me, everybody, I got it. I got it. I got it. No matter what they say about me, I put my hands up. I put my hands up. I aim for my dreams in the sky, put my hands up. I put my hands up. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it.
Someday we'll fly with no fear in mind. Someday we'll do instead of always trying. Someday,
Yes, sir.
someday,
Hey.
someday you'll see me for me.
Everybody, I got it. I got it. Say, I got it. I got it. Everybody, I got it. No matter what you're going through, I believe in you. Thank y'all for listening to my micro version of A Boy and His Pen. I got an EP coming out by the same name, and it's explaining this same topic, but just way more in depth. Man, I'm so happy, y'all. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of y'all for making it this far. Y'all came out here with this life. Come on now, y'all looking good. What? Make some noise for your motherfucking selves, god damn. Hey, y'all don't even know, I was at the tech rehearsal and I saw everybody that's performing tonight. And y'all think I'm dope? Peace.
Hot damn. It's a new day. Honestly. Honest. Ow. So as the tech team prepares for our next artist, Ralph Washington Jr., that is our entomologist that is the study of bugs. Hi, boo. What's up?
Oh, I forgot to shout out my Instagram. Hey, y'all.
Necessary.
Hey, y'all, follow me on IG. My project is dropping real soon. It's honest_IN_10land. Do-rag. Just look for the do-rag. You'll find me. Yeah.
I know that's right. So while Kale sets up for our next act, I want to give a special thank you to Kale, to Rick, to Dylan, and to Rick. No, I said Rick already. These are the tech teams. Everybody, round of applause for them. And especially Cameron and the tech team. Another round of applause for him. And now, who's been to Second Mondays before? Raise your hand. Ow. So Second Mondays is our signature event, is an open mic. Hi, honey, go Jasmine. Ow, ow, ow. So it's our open mic. We are giving $2,000 in prizes. So follow us on Instagram at gold.beams. Kirsten and I would love to see you there on this Monday. Okay? Everybody's like, blah, blah, blah. Everybody's like, no, just kidding. Now, everybody, I want you guys to put your hands together for our second act, our entomologist, Ralph Washington Jr.
All right.
Look at him looking so good.
Oh, Thank you. Thank you. Woo woo. Excuse me. How y'all doing tonight? That is what I'm talking about. What was that? All right. Yes, I got it. Hell yeah. Honest. Oh man. Whew. I'm gonna do my best to follow his lead and try and keep things honest. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, I got a question for you all. When I say the word cockroach, what comes to mind? Ew, ew, yeah, smash them. Yeah, you don't like them, do you? Like, that's too bad, you know? Yeah. When people say that, though, protein, you want to eat them? That's an option, that's an option. There are other insects I'd recommend, but that's still an option. However, I do ask the question, though, you know, when people say, ew, what was that, hot sauce? You know what? Listen, I am a hot sauce connoisseur and also a lover of consuming insects. You talk to me after this, I'll set you up. So, when people say ew, right, and they're uncomfortable with cockroaches, I want to, you know, I wonder, and I pose a question. I'm like, why? What motivates that, right? Does it have anything to do with perhaps what they eat, right? Maybe how they live, or the paraphernalia associated with them? I'm not sure. It's hard to tell sometimes, right? I think cockroaches are a complicated subject for a lot of people. You know, but despite the fact that people don't like them very much, they have admirable traits. You know, they live in communities. Actually, I'm getting a little feedback. Is that? Sorry for the. That might be me. Am I doing something wrong? All right, cool, great, thanks. They live in communities. So, you know, if you were a cockroach and you were lonely, you'd always have somebody to talk to. It's pretty important, right? I think so. They share resources. So, you know, you go over to a cockroach's house, they're always going to fix you a plate. And despite misconceptions, they are meticulously clean. Honestly, they are. You are filthy. That's where the cockroaches come around. The cockroaches stay fresh 24/7. Believe me, okay? That's the honest truth, all right? They never let their kids walk around looking scuffed. The second they get dirty, they groom themselves, all right? That's just how it is. And if you were living with cockroaches, they would help you out. And I'll tell you this, if we were cockroaches when the pandemic hit, there's no chance that you would catch the Rona because someone refused to wash their hands. Not happening. Cockroaches are great, all right? Also, here's another reason why I think cockroaches are worth admiring, right? They're hard to kill, right? And I'm not just talking about the resistance to physical injury. I mean, cockroaches are in possession of a pretty impressive physiological apparatus. So all insects have something called a fat body, which is an organ that coordinates immunity and detoxification. It's well developed in cockroaches, which allows them to eat lots of strange things and also deal with poisons, much in the same way that our liver helps us out in such situations. In addition, cockroaches have specialized cells in their fat body called uranocytes that store nitrogenous waste, which they can metabolize when they're starving. Now, I shared that with a class of fourth graders once, and one particular kid in the class said that he didn't consider that particularly impressive because his grandpa had been doing the same thing for many years, and it conjured to my mind a pantry dedicated to bottles of urine. And you know, I think about that sometimes. I wonder, what's going on with that guy, you know? Like, how many bottles are on that shelf today? Yeah, peculiar, right? Well, so despite these admirable traits, people still often say ew, right? They don't like the cockroaches. And sometimes they say they don't like how they look. And I don't think that's really fair. Sometimes they don't like the fact that, you know, they are melanized. And let's be real honest here, people. Let's be real honest. Real honest. There ain't nothing wrong with a little melanin. You know what I'm saying? However, cockroaches are highly variable. They don't all look the same and they don't all live in the same way. So I'm going to show you some examples of how they're different. Later, you're getting ahead of me, all right? Getting ahead. We're going there. Don't worry about it. So this is a German cockroach, right? Y'all have seen that before in your houses and things like that. They have traits that I won't elaborate on, but that's pretty familiar to you, right? There's an American cockroach. Used to that, seen all the time. This is an Oriental cockroach. Forgive the name. The Entomological Society of America is in the process of overhauling a lot of common names that have some, historical unpleasantness, all right? And this is what an ootheca looks like, an egg case. This is actually a really impressive way to care for your young, especially if you're not going to be around when they hatch, because you seal them in a foamy, protective substance that hardens and keeps them warm and moist and safe. And come on. Well, there's lots of stuff we could do for our children that we wish we could do in the event that something untimely happened to us, and cockroaches are doing it all the time. So, an ootheca makes it so that their offspring are very hard to kill. So here's an example of one you've probably not seen before. All right. Yeah, okay, right? Okay, look at that, looking fresh. You know what I'm saying? I want that shiny shell sometimes. So this is a cockroach in the genus Paraspherus. They live in Indonesia and other Pacific tropical places like that. Ooh, looks like these slides are advancing. I'm going to have to control it. Yeah, they roll up a pill ball, right? That protects them. They also have a rather interesting trait in how they feed their young. So they have pores. The females have, sorry about that. Oh, geez. Okay. The females have pores on the underside of their abdomen that secrete milk. And the larvae have tubular mouthparts that they can connect to and absorb the milk. So, like it'd be in the morning if you're drinking your milk with a straw. And while they're connected, the mother can roll up with the nymphs inside, which makes the whole damn family hard to kill. Seriously, it's fantastic. This is much better than the airbags in a car. So this is a cockroach in the genus Prosoplecta. It is not a ladybird beetle, right? However, it benefits from the fact that ladybird beetles are hard to kill because they have a protective substance in their blood called cantharidin. And the spotted color, the red and black, is aposematism. It's warning coloration that particularly works on vertebrates. Insects don't generally see red, and so as a consequence, that contrasting pattern isn't something they recognize. But we do. And so, hey, this cockroach can run around in the sunshine looking like a pretty ladybird beetle and protect itself. In the same way, this cockroach in the genus Pseudophiladromia looks like a wasp. And if any of you have had bad times with wasps, you know you don't want to take a chance if it looks like one, right? You just leave it alone, let it run around. All right, here's another one. This one is particularly adorable, right? Some of you might not agree, but you might come around to my way of thinking eventually. Okay, this is Adaphylla fungicola. This is an inquilin. They live in ant nests. They're that tiny. Yeah, that's riding on a queen leafcutter ant. And they travel between the colonies that way. And they feed on the fungus gardens. Yeah, it's incredible, right? Amazing little cockroach. And they're hard to kill because they make friends with them. They smell like them. There are all kinds of strategies to protect yourself. All right, here's another one. So, many of you know about bees that are pollinators, right? You know about butterflies and stuff like that. That's old hat. I don't want to hear about that. These cockroaches pollinate orchids. Yes, exactly. That's the sound you should be making every time you learn about an awesome cockroach. I make that sound every day. I wake up in the morning and I look in the mirror and then I look on the internet, what's the new cockroach fact? And I go, oh yeah. Makes me smile. It's a great day. Okay? Another way to contribute to biodiversity, and you might not believe this, but it's absolutely true, is this. So this is an image of the Amazon rainforest. Cockroaches feed on lots of stuff, right? We talked about their fat body. They can feed on all kinds of things. They're moving around, right? Their presence in the Amazon rainforest is incredibly important because they scurry along the ground. And many cockroaches are colorful, as you've seen. And they live in leaf litter. And when they feed on fruit, they distribute the seeds in their frass across the floor. And because they move around all the time and they feed on all these fruits and they go all over the place, it means that lots of plants that otherwise wouldn't have their seeds distributed are distributed directly by cockroaches. Which means that if we decided for some absurd reason to get rid of all the cockroaches on the planet, it would necessarily severely impact one of the most important ecological zones on the planet. Yeah, right? Please. We need them. Exactly. That's what I want to hear. Yeah. Can we get a round of applause for that comment? We need those cockroaches. We need those cockroaches. You know what I'm saying? So, I provided you with some information, some facts that I think should lead to you admiring them, right? And the thing is, people are often reluctant still to bridge that gap. And I think one of the easiest ways to get to know anything, any other being, is to take a close look at them. So I got a little friend right here. I know you said no, but I'm in charge here. So. That's right. I got a lot more too. Don't worry, I'm not going to release them. That's right. Ooh, ooh. You got a rut? Oh yeah, you got a roach? Oh, you want to bring it up? All right, bring it up. Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
fantastic.
for you.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you. Look at that. Check that out. That's wonderful. So we got a cockroach friend there. That's wonderful. Look, giving cockroaches out to their... Oh, my gosh. So this here is a female hissing cockroach from Madagascar. These are rather common in pet stores. People feed them to lizards. And also, they're an excellent introductory pet because they're pretty chill. They're vegetarians. You could just feed them oatmeal. Yeah, you know, just hanging out. Don't worry about it. I got control of this one. And you never have to pay a vet bill. Also, they live longer than mini goldfish, functionally, right? And hamsters. You don't want a hamster. You want a hissing cockroach. How many years? A few years. Yeah, 2, 3, easy, you know? This is the thing. Cockroaches are best pets for a child that you know is going to neglect pets. Because look, you know, right? They'll store up a little bit of their pee, and then if your child doesn't feed the cockroach will just, you know, consume their own pee, and then they'll be back to normal later on. It's fine. That's great. But look at that face. Look at that face. Aww. Aww. Ah, give me a break. So, cockroaches have an interesting aspect of their epidermis that's really useful in insects. They're very waxy. The reason why I'm presenting this is a lot of people think that insects are gross because they're slimy or they might have something on them, right? This is the truth. There are no cockroaches that spread disease, okay? It's true, right? With very rare exceptions, all right? So this is what happened. You want a cockroach to spread a disease? You need to be in a moist, filthy environment, and you need to be doing something unsanitary with your hands, and then the cockroaches need to crawl across the filth and then directly onto your hands. And then you need to do that unsanitary thing with your hands, right? And that doesn't happen very often, right? Because they clean themselves a lot. So with that known, right, I really don't think cockroaches are to blame. If you get sick after eating a sandwich while sitting on the toilet at the Richmond BART station, I think that's on you. I don't think that's on the cockroaches. Am I right? Right, give me a break. Yeah, so with that said, right, I imagine that some of you out there are still uncomfortable. You might not want to hold it, despite the fact that I have such kind cockroaches here with me. So I want to leave you with a little something to think about, okay? And that's this. Most of us have interacted with maybe 5 or 10 species of cockroaches in the world, right? There are more than 5,000 species. So we've interacted, which means that most people interact with 1/10 of 1% of all the cockroaches that exist in the world, all the diversity. And we form these negative sentiments about them based on our negative experiences with a very small number. And that reminds me a lot of that psychological thing we do sometimes where we stereotype other human beings based on our negative experiences with them. Yes, that's right. So you see a dark melanized cockroach like this that lives in a nice community We'll fix you a plate. Always staying fresh. And just trying to have good relationships. And you don't like it because some others have bothered you based on some crumbs you left in your house? That seems unfair. If you don't want other people to be stereotyped, you shouldn't be stereotyping the cockroaches either. Thanks a lot, everybody. Thank you. Thank you.
Ralph Washington Jr. Okay. So, did y'all learn something new today? All right. Remember, if y'all see a roach in your house, it's not the roach. So we have one more act, and then you guys will have a 5-minute break. We want you guys to engage with the bar, get drunk if you're not driving. If you are driving, call an Uber, get drunk. And then we're going to have a panel with these 3 artists and performers led and moderated by the co-owner of Gold Beams, Kirsten. Everybody say hi, Kirsten. Say we love you, Kirsten. Say we see what you're doing in them camera pants, Kirsten. Okay. So remember, get a drink after this and then sit down. 5 minutes, we'll come back. We'll have a quick and insightful panel. So now, are y'all ready for our final act? I see you looking like, what are we about to get into? Everybody put your hands together for Sir John!
Hi. Vogue is a highly stylized modern house dance that came about in the 1980s, and it came from the Harlem ballroom scene of the 1960s. Vogue was created by trans women of color as well as queer men of color. The godfather of Vogue is Willie Ninja, may he slay in peace, period. So in Vogue, there's 5 elements, and your 5 elements are hands, catwalk, duck walk, spins into a dip, not a death drop, a dip, and 4 performance. I personally feel that Vogue has taken all over the place. Like, it's everywhere. Everyone is voguing all over around the world in spaces that we're making in our own space, period. I feel like when I'm like voguing, I'm voguing when I get out of my bed, baby. Like, I'm walking down the runway just to go to the bathroom. But you know, that's Vogue. Vogue is everywhere, and I feel like we're reclaiming spaces with our Vogue, and voguing is like now mainstream. So I feel like that's a beautiful thing. That's how it's changed. I also feel that you can just vogue wherever. You don't have to be in a club. Like, you're just reclaiming your space. That's it. And that's what Vogue is all about. It's about self-love and claiming space and also performing at spaces that you never thought you would see. And I think that's the beauty of Vogue and how the evolution of Vogue has come today. I believe Vogue is for everyone. You just have to understand the history of Vogue. Like I said previously, voguing is about self-love and self-liberation and reclaiming space and time. And so yes, I believe Vogue is for everyone. Everyone, like I said earlier, that everyone is voguing around the world. And I feel like everyone around the world have their own style of Vogue. I feel like once you learn the 5 elements of Vogue and practice and just work on your technique, you can Vogue. And then it's also about throwing in your personality into that and your style and just honoring the people that came before you, knowing that it has deeply rooted history and like just respect the form and remember who created it, and it wasn't Madonna. Well, if you're coming into the class, first relax, because a lot of people have a lot of nerves, and it is like any dance class. If you don't know it, it's going to be nerve-wracking. However, just come with a positive mindset and just know that you woke up today. So that's a positive situation. And, and just have fun with it. It's really about having fun and understanding the 5 elements. And then you just work on your technique and, 5, 6, 7, 8 with me. But yes, I always say just have fun with it. Don't take it too seriously. And just know self-love, reclaiming space, liberation, come to class. And always remember to vogue and strike a pose. See you in class. Ow!
If you having a good time, make some noise. Meow meow. Can I get a meow meow? Meow meow. Meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow meow. Ooh, I can't wait to play for y'all. Y'all better get ready. We about to get litty for the committee. Let's go, let's go. We gonna give it a little ballroom. Let's clap, 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 clap. Make some noise. Make some noise. Make some noise. Ooh, some noise. Cat, cat. I'm about to attack and I'm doing like that to the pussy with the kitty with the kitty cat, cat. Let's go. To the Ricky Tiki Tiki Tack Talk. To the Ricky Tiki Tiki Tack Talk. To the Ricky Tiki 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 the Tiki 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 the Ricky Tiki Tiki Tack Talk. I'm about to give y'all some vogue. I'm about to give y'all some vogue. I'm about to give y'all some vogue. Now make some noise. Oh, y'all getting lit. I'm about to pump out. Yes. Keep it that clap going. I need to feel that energy. I want to feel that energy. I'm going to serve so cunty. I'm going to give you cunty. I'm going to serve. Let's go. To the kitty cat cat. To the cat. Cat. Let's get it. Let's serve. Let's get it. I got the nerve. Ooh, ow. Make me proud. Scream and shout. Let's get really loud. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
They call my name. They want to know my name.
America has a problem.
Now gag on that.
Another round of applause for Sir Jock. Jogging on them haters, man. Okay, so guys, right now I want you to get some drinks, to get ready for a panel hosted by Kirsten. And I want you guys to look very gracefully to my right, your left, and give a round of applause for the newly engaged couple, Taylor and Kat. Congratulations, guys. Tech team, you can play some music. We'll be back in 5 minutes with our panel, and we're gonna have a good time. Get your drinks.
The energy is high in here this evening. Woo! Have y'all been enjoying the performances tonight? All right, all right. I'm so happy to hear it. My panelists, I'm going to ask that you guys come to the stage. The cockroaches are way more popular than I was anticipating. I got to tell you, some of them were trying to sneak out in the green room, and nah, bro, couldn't be me. Excited to see y'all touching them, though. Cool, cool, cool.
Yay! Yay!
Can we get one more round of applause for our performers tonight?
Make some noise for these motherfuckers right here.
Make some noise for Honest.
Okay, everyone. My name is Kirsten. I'm one of the newest co-owners of Gold Beams. Thank you guys for coming out this evening. Can I get one more round of applause for these guys on the stage? Can we get another round of applause for Sam and the Exploratorium? Thank you, thank you.
Yeet.
Cool.
Shout out to Ricky. Shout out to Kale. Shout out to Dylan. Shout out to Cam up in this building. Y'all my guys.
Thank you, the whole team,
And Sam.
Shout out to my daughter, Nuance Per, for coming through.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you've gotten to see them perform, but I'd love for everybody to just take a minute. Tell us about how you ended up on this stage tonight. What led you to your careers? What led you to Gold Beams? What led you to the Exploratorium? Talk to us about it. Honest, I'll let you go first.
Yeah. What's up, y'all? Just to reiterate, my name is Honest. You know what I'm saying? Oh, come on now.
Give him a little spin. Flip the tail. Ooh.
Hey, I'm about to come to a voguing class, Sir Jock. Hey, but look, man, what brought me here? I'm gonna keep it real brief because this can be all night. I know we ain't got all night. So pretty much like, I started rapping when I was 14 years old. I'm 28. That's 14 years ago. You know what I'm saying? The first time I hit a stage, I went to a rap concert, my first rap concert, and then I was front row, and I was like, I turned around, and I imagine like a little kid front row at a rap concert looking at the crowd, and I was like, damn, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? Where I grew up, my mom, she's one of those black parents like, hey, my house, my rules, your opinions don't mean nothing. So I kind of grew up with this like lack of confidence in my own thoughts. So, but on the stage, it gave me like a way. I'm like, oh, people actually listen to you. People actually can take a time and hear what you got to say. And so that's when I hit the stage, and now I'm here 14 years later. You feel me? Thank you. I'm going to talk to you after. Pass it off to my guy, Ralph Washington Jr.
Thank you very much, Honest. Oh, thank you. That's so affirming. Whooping? Oh, man. Oh, yeah. All right. Okay, so what brought me here? Most immediately, Taylor and Sam made a mistake. No, I'm just kidding. No, I value every opportunity I have to be associated with the Exploratorium because it's such an important place for science education and also fun things to say about insects. Yes, this is what I'm talking about.
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah. Wonderful. They're great. It's wonderful. I'm glad you give them out. It's so great. So great. So I first found entomology when I was a little kid in a neighborhood called Oak Park in Sacramento. Yeah. I'm from the P. It is not a fun place to be a kid. However, in places like that, there are often a lot of vacant lots. Vacant lots have, many things in them: drug paraphernalia, old refrigerators, and a lot of weeds. Right? There's a lot of plant life. It's flourishing oftentimes because it's neglected. The truth is, such an environment has a lot of insects. So I found that pretty inspiring when I was 8, and I've been studying them ever since. I'll say that the thing that's most important to me about insects and why I talk about them the way I do now is that I used to be a misanthrope. I used to be really cynical about the world because we all go through things in our lives where we begin to doubt the intentions of people. And I didn't have a lot. I didn't grow up with a lot of trust in other human beings. And one day I was thinking about the fact that I love insect diversity and I think they're so amazing. And then I realized that, wait a minute, I don't even know what it's like to be an insect. I never will. But I know what it's like to be another human being. And human beings are incredibly diverse. And so if I just became as curious about other human beings as I am about insects, maybe it would bring me back to loving other people. And so insects gave me a love for people, and that's why I'm really grateful to insects.
That was so wholesome.
Right?
Yeah.
What brought me here? My love for Vogue, but most importantly, my love for the arts, specifically dance. I used to be in a hip hop dance troupe, and we used to compete. But because you were on the troupe, didn't mean that you would get put in the piece. So everyone would have to audition, even though you were still in the troupe. So when I didn't make it into those pieces, I would just be voguing on the corner. And that was like, that's what I was like, okay, I didn't get into that piece. 5, 6, 7, 8. Cat to the cat to the cat to the cat. So, and honestly, I grew up in that era of YouTube and watching YouTube. So I used to watch all the clips of Ballroom Throwbacks, which takes place in New York. Midtown is where it used to be. So I used to watch that. And then because I was in dance, I would watch America's Best Dance Crew. And then that's when I saw Vogue Evolution, at the first Vogue troupe to compete. And I used to look up those 5 individuals that was in that group. And that's how I taught myself. Went to school and then just like switched it. And I was like, I just want to do Vogue. And because I am an SF native, I was like, let me do something and put it on the map. So the first Vogue instructor of San Francisco, been doing it strong. And I'm really proud of that, and it just brought me to my community. And I always said Vogue saved my life. It actually allowed me to come out and just be my authentic self, because that style is unapologetic, and is, like I said, it's about self-liberation, self-love, and just self-awareness and reclaiming space and time, period.
Period. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. You know, it's tourist season. It's tourist season coming up. We about to shake some things up.
Hey.
Shout out to the tourists. Ow.
So one of the things that Taylor said when we first got on stage was that Goldbeams is especially focused on helping Black creatives make careers out of their art. Can you talk to me about, or talk to everybody about, what it means to be a Black man in each of your professions?
Is it me first?
I mean,
All right. I'm gonna just be blunt, y'all. Who said that? I rap. I'm a Black man in the rap industry. We a dime a dozen, you know what I'm saying? We out here. In my industry, what'd you say? Okay. Oh, man, I'll fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? You make me feel special. Thank you. No, humbly, I really do accept that. But like in my industry, like you know, men just run it. You know what I'm saying? So for me, as a black man in my space, I try my best just to make opportunities for people who are less seen. You know what I'm saying? Who are less heard. I collaborate with folks who normally get overlooked. You know what I mean? So I can create opportunities for all of us to thrive and all of us, because that's what at least I can do for my privilege within my space of being a black man in the rap industry. You know what I'm saying? They see me, they see a thug, they see a nigga. I done had hella shows where people, like the owner of the venue, then came to us before the show and like, yo, we don't like your crowd. Facts. Talking about the people that we gonna bring in as rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just it's but that's as far as it goes. I know it's way worse for other people, so I became an advocate to try to create that space for other people using my own privilege and within my space as a black man within this industry. That's what it's like for me. Yeah.
All right. So, one entomologist that really inspired me is a man named Charles Henry Turner. He's a famous ethologist who studied the behavior and cognition of honeybees in the early 1900s, and he was the first person to get a PhD from the University. Sorry, first black person to get a PhD from the University of Chicago. Yes, indeed. So, rather pioneering person, scientist, entomologist. Uh, as it is lamented across the country and world, right? Science is a very racially biased environment, right? Both in representation and in the cultural elements therein. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. Uh, Thank you. That means a lot to me. I really appreciate your affirmation. I'll say that there's one aspect of my experience and identity as a black man that makes talking about insects challenging. And there's another aspect of it that's heavily privileged, and that is this. So I have a very masculine heteronormative gender performance. I stand really erect. I have relatively good elocution. And as a consequence, people are generally inclined to listen to what I say. And the truth is, anything I share with you about insects, all that knowledge, that does not belong to me. Anyone else can have it and share it, but they might not be paid attention to the same way. And is that fair? No, because their human worth is just as valid and the knowledge is the same. So I try and balance that understanding that I am unique in my own experience, and therefore it gives me an opportunity to connect with people differently. And also, I'm not unique. I'm in many ways similar to the kind of, at least superficially similar to the ivory tower professor that a lot of people are more inclined to trust for expertise. So that's what I try and balance. So as a black man, it's like I am black, but I'm also a man in science, and there are a lot of men in science. So, yeah, I'll leave it at that. Yeah, that's right. So, yeah.
Yes. Uh-huh. I feel as a queer black man, I had to reclaim my space for with myself. And being in a hip hop dance troupe, as I said, it was very masculine. And it's like, oh, can you dance with a female partner? Can you do this? Can you do that? And I'm like, bitch, I can dance. Like, why are we placing sexuality on dance now? It's like I can dance, and I always had like issues with that. So like I said, Vogue saved my life, and as a queer black man, it taught me to self love, be kind to myself, so I can be kind to others, and also express yourself unapologetically. But also know that because you are male, you do take up space, and it's this dance form was created by trans women. So just checking myself before I can check others. And I'm grateful that Vogue taught me that, being a dancer taught me that. And I had the privilege of taking dance classes, being in ballet and jazz, contemporary. And I'm like, where are my people, you know? And so I always made it a mission for when I do teach dance, if you can't afford the dance class,
I'm gonna treat it like a dance club. I'm gonna add you on my guest list so you can have those opportunities that I was graced with. I'm just passing it along, and I think that's what it means to be a queer Black man, just speaking for myself, but giving back to community so it can keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Ooh, thank you each for that. Now, our theme of the evening is It's Hard to Kill. Can you talk to us about a moment of resilience that you've had to face along your journey? And we don't have to go in the same order. You could take it. You could take a step. Yeah, I saw it.
Wait, can we repeat that question again? That was heavy.
Yeah. So the theme of our evening is It's Hard to Kill. Can you talk to us about a moment of resilience that you faced in your career or in your life that you want to share with the audience this evening?
Honestly, it is hard to kill, but when you wake up, even if you're having a negative day, just a shitty yesterday, you woke up today, so it's a restart. And so I think it's hard to kill just waking up. I just want to take this time because we lost a lot of folks in my community, the queer community. So I want to shout out to Heclina, Tommy Playboy, um, Oscar. Um, we just lost too many people in our queer community, and so just waking up and consistently being on social media and seeing like all these pictures of like this is this is that, I'm gonna miss you, da 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 da. It's very sad, but it's beautiful to see that someone had an impact on a whole community. So I always like say it is hard to kill, even though you're going through your negative thoughts. Once you wake up, you can reset and keep pushing. As long as you wake up and keep pumping, it's hard to kill. Purr. So yeah. Love, 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 love. Let's start there and then go. Thank you.
So, I'm sorry. I'm nervous now. I can rap really well, but talking is the hard part. Um, so, when I wrote his pen, like I was sleeping in my car. I was in LA. I was at SMC, Santa Monica College, and I didn't have, saying I had nowhere to sleep. I'm saying I have full credits. I'm saying, and I would wake up dumb early in the morning to like run to the showers and go shower and then run back to my car before anybody could see me because I was ashamed of my situation. I didn't want nobody to know, and I felt the lowest at that moment. That's why I wrote the song so I can hype myself up. You know what I mean? So like I know I'm better than my situation. And that's what hard to kill means to me. It's like no matter what you're going through, no matter how you're perceived, no matter who's saying what to you, that you are more than your situation always. Everybody in here, I don't care who's saying what. You are a star, you're shining. They can never kill your spirit. They can never kill your self perspective. You know what I'm saying? That's what I had to learn. That's what it means to me.
Thank you for that.
All right. So forgive me. I'm going to try and keep this a little brief so it doesn't get too heavy. All right. The past 2 weeks. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I lost my youngest brother 2 weeks ago, and I spent part of the afternoon with his son. who looks a lot like me, and that's because my brothers and I look a lot alike. And my youngest brother and I shared an interest in arthropods when we were younger. We went in different ways as we grew up, had different interests and different experiences. But he always loved spiders, and we always had some notion that he would become an arachnologist and I would become an entomologist, right? Only one of those things actually happened. But I love him deeply. Well, fortunately, because I had the cockroaches in my car on the way to come here and, spook some people, I was able to bring them with me to the park when I was hanging out with my nephew and his friends. And they exhibited the same kind of curiosity that we all do when we're young, right? A curiosity that gets dampened as we age, as bad things happen to us. It gets abraded, right? It's a birthright. It's one of the most precious aspects of our humanity. And as a consequence of tragic experiences, it fades away. Unless it's nourished, unless there are positive experiences that encourage it, unless we have people around us that help us remember that. And so I felt it was really inspiring when I saw my nephew, who's certainly going through a lot, not just me, right? He lost his father. And he's playing with these cockroaches in a way that I did when I was very close to his age. So when I think about resilience, the theme is hard to kill. It just, around everyone celebrating that theme, it's been a lot. It's meant a lot to me these past 2 weeks as we've been preparing for this, considering the circumstances that I've been going through. And I thank you all for listening and for being here to, think a little differently about cockroaches, right? You're all hard to kill too. Appreciate yourselves.
And with that, we're going to wrap this panel. Thank you guys so much for coming out this evening. Can we get one more round of applause for everybody on stage? Can we get one more round of applause for the staff that helped put this together? And can we get one more shout out for Gold Beams? And then a final one for all of you for joining us this evening. Thank you, thank you. And please come check us out on Monday, second Mondays. Give us a follow on Instagram, gold.beams. Link in bio, you'll find all the information you need. Have a great evening.
All right.